Always a great job by Ruthie Polinsky. Love having her on the show. And again, make sure you check out and post all the interviews. YouTube.com/@ZASLOW SHOW. And catch Catch Ruthie on NBC6 every night, including tonight there at 5 p.m. You heard her. And again, all guests that join ZASLOW Show 2.0 are always brought to us by Johnny Cuba. You know Johnny Cuba. It's a lifestyle brand, European roots with a Caribbean soul. Start your evening with a refreshing German lager in a can. I love having Juan and Myra, the whole Johnny Cuba family on board with us. You can purchase a 6-pack. They got specials right now all through the holiday season. Get yourself a 6-pack of Johnny Cuba. Right now, Sedanos, Presidente, Winn-Dixie, Fresco, y Mas. And remember Johnny Cuba's mantra, stay tranquilo. All right. And finally here, you got Monday Night Football tonight. Monday Night Football, Rams, Packers, terrible game. Terrible game. There's no other way to sum it up. I mean, I'm going to be watching my stories. WWE Raw, I'll be watching my stories. And also, of course, Panthers at 7 o'clock, all right? Eventually, Monday Night Football will get onto the big TV, but the Panthers have to be over with, all right? And my story's got to be over with. Huge episode of Monday Night Raw tonight. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't catch this weekend's episode of It's Still Real to Me, it actually dropped on Sunday this weekend instead of Saturday. Had some technical issues. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's Still Real to Me, pro wrestling show. It's under the ZASLOW Show 2.0 umbrella. And you can go back and you can check out this week's episode. Action Andretti stunning Chris Jericho. That was the big story from AEW Dynamite. So you can go back and you can check out all of that over the weekend. I hope that the pro wrestling fan enjoys and appreciates that. Okay, and if you're looking for somewhere to watch Monday Night Football tonight, you know my spot to watch the games is Briny Irish Pub, all right? Briny Pub Pompano on Twitter. Okay, Briny Irish Pub Pompano Beach. That's my spot. You got live music every single night. Walt Rooney live tonight at 6 p.m. But you also got Monday Night Football. Rams, Packers at 8:15. You know happy hour. It's a Briny hour. Happy hour, 4 to 7 p.m. every weekday. You got Monday night prime rib special tonight. Hey, tomorrow night you want to make your plans now. Tuesday night, new Mahi Taco specials. Taco Tuesday, new Mahi Taco specials. On Wednesday, fish and chip specials. I'm setting up the whole week for you. All right, but tonight, you got great beer on tap. Briny Irish Pub, the world's greatest upscale dive bar. You take Atlantic Boulevard, you drive all the way east. Don't drive into the ocean. You want to park around back of the Briny. Free park in there. They'll validate you, all right? Briny Irish Pub, Briny Pub Pompano on social media. You can check everything out there. Let's get to big deal or not a big deal. All right, come on. Here's what we got for big deal, not a big deal today. Let's start things off with Miles Sanders. That's right, Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, great running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's having a really good year. He did not do very much in the way of production yesterday. You know, the Eagles, they struggled a little bit with the Chicago Bears. They won 25-20. Jalen Hurts didn't have, a particularly strong performance yesterday, and neither did Miles Sanders. Well, why does that matter? Why am I bringing that up? Because most people have their fantasy football playoffs going on right now, and Miles Sanders had just 42 yards rushing yesterday. He had minus 13 on one reception. So, Miles Sanders, if you've been riding him in your fantasy league, he killed you yesterday. Well, guess what? Miles Sanders does not care about your fantasy football team. That's right. Miles Sanders, he told you yesterday. He straight up sent out a tweet, Miles Sanders, telling you that he doesn't want to hear about your fantasy football team. That's right. He tweeted out yesterday, don't care about y'all ticket or fantasy and never will. That's a big deal. So I would tell you, Miles Sanders, listen, part of the reason that there's so much revenue with the NFL, and of course there's revenue sharing with the players and the owners, part of the reason there's so much revenue is through the fantasy football. So you can not care about fantasy football all you want, but maybe you keep that to yourself, all right? Because it's kind of a big deal. So I'm going to go big deal there. Miles Sanders not caring and letting all y'all know about your fantasy football team. Also, the New York Knicks, big deal or not a big deal? How about the New York teams right now? The New York Knicks have won 7 straight. They're 6th in the East. They're a game and a half ahead of the Heat. The Nets, they've won 6 straight. So the Knicks, 7 consecutive wins. The Nets, 6 consecutive wins. And the Nets right now, they're 4th at 19-12. That's a big deal. Look, Brooklyn, they're not going anywhere as far as the playoffs are concerned. They're clearly going to make the playoffs. They're going to be a good regular season team now. They're not going to do squat in the postseason. They don't defend, and they're a 2-man team. And plus, you can't rely on Kyrie Irving. But the Knicks being a decent team, I like it. I mean, you tell me you wouldn't like a Heat-Knicks playoff matchup? Come on now. So the New York teams, Brooklyn 6 straight, New York 7 straight, that's a big deal. I'm into it, especially from a Knicks perspective. I want the Knicks to be good because I want the Heat to beat them. And I want to drink the Knicks fans' tears. That's right. All right. And I got 2 more, actually. How about this? I told you all about this on It's Still Real to Me over the weekend. WWE Live is coming to FTX Arena December 29th. It's a SmackDown house show. House shows are the best. They are the most fun. Tickets are very affordable. For tickets right now, I'm going to be there. Me and my son, we're going. WWE FTX Arena Thursday night, December 29th. That is a great Christmas gift right now. They are advertising the return to Miami of Bray Wyatt. There you go. Go to ftxarena.com right now for tickets. That's a big deal. And finally, I got one more for you here. So, the world-famous soccer announcer, Andres Cantor. He's obviously doing the World Cup game. He is Argentinian. Give Andres Cantor's final call of Argentina winning the World Cup a listen.
Va Montiel. Montiel gol. Argentina campeón. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina es campeón del mundo. Desde el cielo lo hizo Diego, lo hizo Cuchufo, lo hizo el Tata, lo hizo Luque, lo hicieron ustedes jugadores que se ganaron el cielo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Messi es campeón del mundo. No podía ser de otra manera sino sin sufrir. Argentina, la selección argentina de Lionel Scaloni es campeón del mundo. Argentina, Argentina campeón del mundo, bicho.
Incredible call. I wonder what he said. Incredible call. You could hear he's crying and just what a good and the camera's on him. It's not just the audio. You can go back and you can check out the video. I wonder what he said. Incredible. That's a big deal. I love seeing that. World famous, the most famous soccer announcer there, and enjoying it like the rest of Argentina. Huge congratulations to Argentina and all of the fans, all of the Argentinians around the world who got to experience that yesterday. And that is another edition of Big Deal or Not a Big Deal. Hey, make sure you like, you rate, you comment. If you're listening, whatever podcast platform, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ZASLOW Show, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mother I say hello. I love all you guys. Appreciate you. Looking forward to another great week of ZASLOW Show 2.0. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning on ZASLOW Show 2.0. You know what that means.